like to call the committee at home meeting for Monday, June 1st, 2026 to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Gaffino.
Here.
Trustee Christensen.
Here.
Trustee Gately.
Here.
Trustee Lowry.
Here.
Trustee Nedved.
Here.
Trustee Salazar.
Here.
All right, thank you. Audience comments? Anybody? Trustee comments? Item 1 under discussion, Steve?
Thank you, Mayor. Item number 1 under discussion tonight is site plan approval review for a car wash that would like to come in. If you see on the map that Nathan will show you tonight, this property is along Garden Way, which is off of Orchard Road, just across from the outlet mall, just south of the Dunkin' Donuts there. The PUD for that development does allow car washes. However, it does require site plan review, which is why it's in front of the board. And Nathan will go through the presentation.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So as Steve mentioned, this is part of the Orchard Commerce Center, which was approved as a PUD back in 2004. They're taking lot 16, which is just south of the Dunkin' Donuts, for a proposed car wash. The car wash building would be approximately 4,200 square feet, single tunnel car wash, 20 self-serve vacuum stalls, 26 parking stalls total. The site is accessed from the internal road, Genesis Drive, right there. So there's no access on Orchard. And currently there's a stub of a cross access here for the parking lot for Dunkin' Donuts. They will not be using that, so that'll be curbed off. Site is heavily landscaped. There is some existing landscaping along Orchard Road, which will be saved and then enhanced. And the building, brick building with metal accents, meets our design guidelines. They're not requesting any variances or code exceptions, so they meet all the setbacks, all the sign code, all of that sort of thing. They just need site plan approval as part of the PUD. They went to the Planning Commission in May and received a unanimous approval from the Planning Commission. With that, I have a representative here to answer any questions.
Hi there. My name is Michael Leidig. I'm with Robert E. Lee & Associates. I'm the engineer for the project. I typically take these from the concept stage all the way through the design stage permitting and then up through building permit. I'll give just a brief overview of what Club Car Wash is, what they do, what we're looking to do here. So Club Car Wash started around 2006 as Tiger Wash in Columbia, Missouri. They started with around 12 washes. They've since expanded to over 270 washes nationwide. Last 2 or 3 years, they've been making a larger push into the Midwest area, so Wisconsin, Minnesota, Northern Illinois. As the name kind of suggests, Club Car Wash, they're a membership car wash service, so you sign up for a subscription, you pay at a monthly tier, and then you can wash your car as many times as you want during that month at that tier. They do also offer car washes just on a single service basis, so you can just show up and get one without a membership. I'll walk briefly through the site plan here. So a typical car is going to enter off of Genesis Way and enter the Q lane. We have 2 lanes for the Q lane. At Car Wash Open, that's usually just open to anybody. It's kind of a free-for-all. And then once things, they start to kind of sign people up in this area, there's a member bypass lane, like a fast pass lane, where you have a little NFT tag on your windshield, and then you just drive through. The wash is fully staffed at all times, so there's an employee in the booth there, essentially taking payment, signing folks up for memberships, things like that, with stop arms there. After you pay, or if you've gone through with a membership, the queue lane narrows down to 1 car, so we can kind of get everybody in a single file so their washes stay in order. We do have an emergency exit lane, so if for whatever reason you go through the stop arms and you need to get out, you can exit through there for whatever reason. If the car wash breaks down or something like that, they can essentially get everybody out through the queue lane and then back those last couple cars out. It's an all concrete yard. They have heated concrete at the entrance and exit of the sites. That helps. They have 2 employees usually at the entrance spraying folks down with a power washer, or their cars down with a power washer to get some of that stuck on gunk off. car wash is a tunnel car wash, so it holds about 6 vehicles at a time, depending on the length of the vehicles. There's no dually trucks or anything like that can fit in the wash, so about 6 cars can go through there at a time. It can process a vehicle every 30 seconds. They typically don't have enough people on the site that they're putting out a vehicle every 30 seconds, but it can essentially keep up with the queue demand. After your wash, you exit through the exit-only lane past the trash enclosure, and then we have a self-service vacuum area. So those vacuums are to just vacuum out their car. You have trash receptacles on the back of those stanchions. The vacuums are for anybody. You don't have to pay for a car wash. Anybody, you don't have to be a member. You can just come up and use those and leave. They are only operational during business hours, though, so you don't have people vacuuming out their cars at midnight or anything like that. That's a really broad overview of the site. I know water just always comes up with these types of things. So Club Car Wash does have a reclamation system underground. It reclaims about 50% of the water used in a wash. So car gets washed, half of that water is able to be cycled back through their settling tanks, and then they use that essentially gray water to wash like the undercarriage of cars and tires and things like that, where it's not being used on like windows where you would need to have like a spot free. I think that's probably enough prattling from my end. That's just a quick overview. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, comments, anything like that on the site.
What about the trash? Does somebody pick that up?
Yes, so the
daily?
trash is emptied every hour by staff members on site. So they have those trash receptacles on the back that are emptied into the larger dumpster every hour. They really want to maintain a clean, pristine, well-landscaped site because nobody really wants to wash their car at a grubby car wash. It needs to, part of their business model is making it look as nice and inviting as possible. So no trash blowing around, nothing like that is really
You
tolerated.
supply wipe down towels in there?
Yep, they do supply wipe down towels for the interior. There's clips on the stanchions as well for like your car
Carpet.
mats
Yeah.
that you can put up there.
Okay,
So
good. I'm in favor.
The hours?
hours of operation, that's a great question. Did I bring it up here?
7.
Yeah, so I have it as Monday through Saturday, 7 to 8. And then in the summer, or during daylight savings hours, 8 to 8.
Yes. So Sundays are 8 to 8, and then during the summer, yeah, what you said is correct. Yeah, it's 7 to 8, and then 8 to 8 on Sundays, and then they close at 7 instead of 8 during daylight savings time.
I think it's great.
I
Anybody
just
else?
had a question to whomever would answer it. So there is a car wash across the street and up the way a little bit, right? The one that's going to be going in at Woodman's. And so is there any, and I know you're doing, you're recycling half of the water, but is that any kind of a drain? Is that a concern having those sort of businesses that use such a large amount of water in a concentrated area?
So we do have large water users in our code, and that's 15,000 gallons a day or more. Most days the car wash wouldn't even hit that level, so that's really more for larger industrial users. It should be able to handle a regular car wash.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah, we do have another car wash just down the road as well, over by the Discount Tire. So, do we need another additional car wash within a mile?
So I'll say Club Car Wash, each one of these sites generally costs $5 to $6 million. So they're a significant investment from Club Car Wash perspective. To my knowledge, they haven't had any of their 270 locations close. In their mind, it's more about the quality of the wash, which they view as their wash as a superior wash. So they do their market research to see where they think they can be successful in a community and where there's a need for the service. So from their perspective, they definitely wouldn't want to go somewhere where there wasn't a market demand for it.
Anybody else?
Yeah, the way I understand it, we're not voting on anything like that. We're just voting on the site plan, right? Because it's an approved use already. Okay, so I'm good with it as the plan commission conditions asked. The one thing I guess I'd ask staff or whoever is, this will be the third car wash now we're adding, within the year probably, between Gash and Wash, Woodman's, now this one. kind of like to tame that down somehow. Do we have any limitations on car washes in our town?
So in general, car washes are a special use. It's just in the case of Woodman's, which was the last one we saw, and this one, they had existing PUDs that already approved them. But to just locate on any lot, it would be a special use, which is a bit more of a review process. These particular sites, they were just already approved for it.
Is there any sales tax, or what's anything to the village through the car washes, or sales tax, or just on product if they would sell an item outside of that, or?
There wouldn't be on a wash. I don't know if they would sell product there, like cleaning supplies or anything that there would be there, but
I don't
standard car wash, no.
I'm fine with it. I just think something to consider going forward.
I'm fine with it.
All right. I guess anything else?
No, so it'll be back next meeting for final approval.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that concludes that discussion. Need a motion to go to exec session to discuss property acquisition.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. All right. Thank you.